IYO Sky versus Bayley at WrestleMania. That's what's happening. So it's hard for me to decide if I wanted to keep this match a singles match or a triple threat to add Dakota Kai into the match. But I asked my community and you guys decided this match should be a singles match, just IYO and Bayley, so that's what we're doing. Now, I decided to have this match at WrestleMania before Kairi Sane returned to WWE, so I don't really know how to book her, so let's just pretend she doesn't exist. So by the way, I'm recording this video before Survivor Series, so let's just hope Damage Control take the dub. So after Damage Control beat Team Bianca at Survivor Series, the team of Bayley, IYO, Asuka, and Kairi Sane are stronger than ever. After Survivor Series, Asuka goes off solo, but still have Damage Control as their allies. And then after the Royal Rumble, Kairi Sane also ventures off into her solo career. So now all there is back to being IYO Sky and Bayley. So those are the only two left. At this time, Dakota Kai isn't really on TV that much. You know, she's still injured, she's still recovering. So there's no point in there's not really a lot of points for having her on TV, so yeah. So after the Royal Rumble, IYO Sky gets word that she has to defend her WWE Women's Championship against 5 other women inside the Elimination Chamber. She's shocked when she has to hear this because the people who qualified for the match are Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Nia Jax, Chelsea Green, and Raquel Rodriguez. Almost every single one of those women are tough. They are big, they've been champion before and they want to be champion again. So later on that SmackDown, Damage Control come out to discuss their opponents at the Elimination Chamber. So Bayley hypes up IYO Sky, saying that at the Elimination Chamber, IYO Sky will retain her WWE Women's Championship successfully against every single woman in the match. Bayley keeps rambling on about IYO's opponent and doesn't let IYO talk. She doesn't give IYO a chance to talk. Soon enough, IYO Sky grabs the mic right out of Bayley's hands and says, it doesn't matter if I have to be in the same ring with the likes of Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Raquel Rodriguez, or Nia Jax. At the end of the match, they're gonna announce me as and still women's champion. The whole time IYO Sky was cutting that little promo, Bayley was just looking at her like, what? Why did she grab the microphone out of my hand? Like, what? So now we fast forward to the Elimination Chamber, and throughout the weeks building up to the Elimination Chamber, we see Bayley and IYO Sky disagreeing a little bit more. They start to like not be on the same page a lot. So anyways, we're at the Elimination Chamber, and it's not really too important in the storyline. Bayley's not in the match. So, IYO Sky successfully retains her championship without the help of Bayley or Dakota. So it's a big win for IYO. So now the SmackDown after the Elimination Chamber, Damage Control is out in the ring to celebrate. So now Bayley is running late to the show, so the only person in the ring right now is IYO Sky. She says that I've been champion for a few months now, and I defended this very championship against many, many future Hall of Famers. It's clear to me that I don't have anyone to defend this championship against at WrestleMania. So whoever wants to get their hands on this championship, come down here and confront me. So IYO Sky basically just demanded an open challenge at WrestleMania. So she's waiting for a response, but then the person that confronts IYO Sky is Bayley. Everyone is shocked, especially IYO, because she didn't know. So while Bayley is coming down to the ring, she tells IYO the truth. Bayley says, see, IYO, I wasn't running late to SmackDown because I was letting you be. See, I was late to SmackDown because it seems like you don't need my help anymore. I'm the leader of Damage Control. I'm the person who kept you from getting fired. I'm the person who convinced you before SummerSlam when all 3 of us debut as Damage Control. See, Damage Control was supposed to be all about me, all about Bayley. Out of both you and Dakota, I have the most star power. I'm the one who's been around longer, and I've been the one who everyone loves. See, I've been getting real pissed off ever since you won that title. Because, see, it was supposed to be me. It was always supposed to be me. I fought and battled many times against Bianca Belair for that title, and I lost every single one of them. And you thought it was okay? You thought it was okay to just do it in a few seconds? You came out there with your little Money in the Bank briefcase and capitalized on what I couldn't do over and over again? That made me mad. See, Damage Control started because I needed to be a world champion. I needed to elevate myself using you both. See, you and Dakota were supposed to be my little backup dancers. When I saw you holding your own without me, needing less and less of my help, that's a real good reason on why I need to take that title away from you. See, you stealing every bit of my relevancy is gonna take a dark toll in your future. Because my chest right now feels a lot lighter than it did before, because I've been holding that in for a long time. So don't take this with a grain of salt. Take this as your biggest threat to that championship. And now IYO is completely starstruck by what Bayley has said. She didn't know that she felt that way, but it made sense. Ever since Asuka and Kairi joined the Damage Control, Bayley has been left out more and more. Every time she's with Damage Control, she feels like the third wheeler. She feels like the odd one out. Obviously, the leader of the group would have the most ego, which is why Bayley turned heel on her Damage Control member. And now IYO is officially a face. It's about time. Like, who wants to boo IYO Sky? Come on. So while in the ring, IYO Sky has no words, and she just proceeds to leave the ring after getting betrayed by Bayley. The next week, we see a backstage interviewer asking Bayley on why she decided to do what she did last week. She says that, wouldn't it piss you off if the student became more successful than the teacher? The interviewer says no, it wouldn't. But then Bayley stops her and says, yes it would, and I'm sick of it. I let her have her moment, and now at WrestleMania I'm going to take all of it away from her. And then she leaves. Later on in the night, IYO Sky is backstage talking to Dakota Kai, and then Bayley comes in to ruin it. She says, well, if it isn't my two little non-charismatic low-life dweebs together. See, I just came out here to give Dakota a piece of my mind, but it seems like you probably told her everything that I said. And now Dakota says to Bayley, see, I don't know where you got all that attitude from, but it needs to stop. If we want to dominate, we need... And then Bayley cuts Dakota off and she says, Damage Control is no more. It's all over. And then she leaves the scene. So this is the end of Damage Control, and they are no longer a faction anymore. IYO and Dakota go back to talking after Bayley leaves, and now it seems like Bayley has turned on Dakota too, so yeah. 4 weeks away from WrestleMania, IYO Sky has some things to tell about Bayley. She's in the ring with the microphone, and she's been, holding up her own ever since she's been, going solo. She's been fine on her own, perfectly fine without the help of Bayley. She starts out by saying, Bayley, if you wanted the WWE Women's Championship, then so be it. I came too far into this ring to turn anyone and anything down. But just so you know, you're the one who started this. And that's all IYO says. She drops the mic on the floor, and then next week we get a response from Bayley in a backstage promo. She's backstage and she starts out by saying, IYO, you're accusing me of starting all of this? You're the one who's been taking away every ounce of opportunity away from me. Ever since you won that title, I've been treated like crap. You pushed me off to the side, and you became the one in the middle. Ever since you won that title, you took my leadership role away from me. Pushed me off to the side and hanging out with everyone besides me. At WrestleMania, I'm gonna take that title away from you, and I'll make sure that every single person in that arena cares only about me, because the world revolves around me, Bayley. And that's how the little promo segment ends. So week in and week out, Bayley has been getting more and more delusional. Her main motive for going for IYO is mainly because she's jealous of her success. So the next week, we have 2 more weeks before WrestleMania. So IYO Sky gets attacked by Bayley backstage. She beats up IYO Sky real good, no weapons, just fists. Bayley leaves IYO Sky on the ground and makes her statement known. It's more than personal. They're getting real physical before the match. So later on in the night, Bayley goes onto the ring with a strong attitude. She starts out by saying, Is this your WWE champion? Well, if it is, she just got laid down on the floor by the next WWE Women's Champion. Now, I have no idea why you people would ever cheer for her, but it should have been me. I should have been your champion right now. I should have been the WWE champion right now, and I should be the one giving IYO an opportunity, not her giving the mentor an opportunity. So what I did to IYO earlier is only a tiny glimpse of what I'm capable of. And after I reclaim what's mine at WrestleMania, peace will be restored. And Bayley drops the mic and leaves. The next week, IYO Sky and Bayley are not seen in the building, and then the next week is the SmackDown before WrestleMania. And things are getting a bit intense. IYO Sky is once again in the ring, solo with the microphone. She starts out by saying, "I never met anyone cold-blooded as Bayley. I trusted her to make me into the best superstar possible, but I thought that she would be proud of my success. Instead, she's using my success to her own benefit, and she's jealous of all of it." 2 weeks ago, Bayley had done some pretty hard damage to me, and I don't know if I'm 100% at WrestleMania. But I never back down from anyone, and Bayley, you are getting this match at WrestleMania. At this point, Bayley comes out to the ring to confront IYO Sky. She starts off by saying, "IYO, there's a lot more to this than jealousy. See, at SummerSlam 2022, when all three of us confronted Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, it was made clear that me, Bayley, should have went for the title shot. And you did. I got multiple. And you and Dakota were supposed to do everything in your power to make sure I won that title. But what did you do? On Extreme Rules, you could have done something, but you didn't. Same with the last woman standing match at Crown Jewel. You failed me. Doesn't matter if you're successful right now, you failed me as a student, and you failed me to win that title. So when I tell you this, you better look me in my eyes. I will make sure to do everything in my power to humble you and take that title away from you." IYO Sky then speaks and says, "Bayley, the only thing bigger than your ego right now is your ability to even think about taking this title away from me. You had opportunity after opportunity to win this title, but you never could. What I did, I thought you were proud, but I should have known people like you. Out of everyone I was supposed to look out for, it was you, the one person that I trusted, attacking me from behind, betraying me with zero hesitation. But if you feel like betraying your own creation, so be it. But if you think that you're capable of beating me for this title, I would believe you, because the only thing that you've been for the last few weeks is delusional." And then IYO leaves the ring. And that was the last promo slash segment before WrestleMania. So it is now time for WrestleMania. IYO Sky versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship, the co-main event of night one. Both IYO and Bayley are in the ring and the match begins. Both of them are fighting for one thing, and that is the Women's Championship. IYO does really well in this match, showing why she's improved as an in-ring competitor and a superstar with the help of Bayley. And now Bayley is really hurt at this point. IYO Sky gets most of the offense in. Bayley gets a tiny bit of offense, but not a lot. The match goes on for like around 15 minutes, and then IYO lands the final moonsault, and she retains her championship. Not too much of a crazy match, just a overall good wrestling match. Not a lot of spots. Obviously, IYO's, showing off her, why she needs to be given more opportunities. And yeah, IYO retains her title against Bayley. So this is the second to last video of night one. I still have one more, which is Gunther versus Seth freaking Rollins. I get it, Gunther versus Seth freaking Rollins. So that might be the main event of my night one. I'm still thinking about it, but as of right now, it is the main event. So see you guys in Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Peace out.